Hello everyone, I'm TradewithBolu of TradewithBolu online services, and today I'll be taking an analysis on the synthetic indices once again, which is also known as Deriv, to have an idea of the market opportunities set before us this coming week, or even right now as we speak. So yes, first of all, we are going to be reminding you all about the risk warning, which says trading leverage products such as forex and derivatives may not be suitable for all investors, as they carry a high degree of risk to your capital. Please ensure that you fully understand the risks involved, taking into account your investments objectives and level of experience, and if necessary, seek independent advice. So I would advise, if you are sure you want to proceed in watching this video, as you proceed in watching this video, please ensure that you go through the risk warning so you know what you are in for as you proceed in watching the video. Now we move straight into the analysis. Yes, I would be starting with Vix75 index, and on the weekly, we can see a break of a trend line here. This trend line. So that's kind of that definitely signifies a downtrend. That's on the weekly. That's really going to be large. So we go back to the daily. Now we can see that it's actually on a very strong support level. So now, if we are taking into consideration the fact that on the weekly is on a downtrend, but on the daily it's on we should be expecting buy setups coming soon. So let's take a look at what the H4 has in store for us. Yes, take it back to the H1, the 1 hour time frame. Yes, we can see a trend line which is being respected as we speak. Yes, it's being respected. So we have this trend line. Let me zoom out. We have this trend line and we have this order block here, so we should be expecting it to respect this trend line and this order block here, and go back down, that is continue its downtrend, or if this gives us a lower high, it goes to tip this trend line, then comes back to retest this particular lower high, then goes back up, breaks this trend line, and then continues its uptrend. So if either way, we have a buy and sell setup bias. So we have that bias for Vix25. If it breaks this particular lower low, then we're in for sales. We're in for selling opportunities. So just a recap for Vix25, a retest of this particular trend line, then it's going to go back down, or if this gives us a lower high which is being formed, then it's going to tip this, go retest this lower high if it eventually forms, then go back up, continue its uptrend, come back for a retest of this particular trend line, and continues its uptrend. So let's move to Vix50. Yes, we can also see that Vix50 is on a very strong support level. From the daily, we can see that, and let's go to the H4 for a clearer view of what is actually going on in the market. We are currently kind of in a ranging market. We're in a ranging market, so we are waiting. This is a trend line that is being respected, but it is advised you wait for break of market structure a break of market structure. For this to be broken, then it signifies we are in for buys. If this is broken, we come back, we enter at the retest of this particular resistance zone, and then we continue and ride it up to somewhere around this zone. Let me highlight the zone. If we put, maybe for those who may be taking this on a long-term basis, this particular resistance zone, yes. And then we bargain profits this week. So we also move to step index. For step index, we have been on a long buy, on a very beautiful upward move. So let's look at what is actually going on. So from the daily, we can actually see that we are on a buy trend, right? So let's go to the H4. So we are hoping for a retest of this resistance zone, which should turn into a support zone for us, considering the fact that we also have a other block somewhere around here. So probably it retests this other block or this resistance zone, and then it continues its uptrend. Then we can begin to take our profits somewhere around here. It is advised you take your profit before below this particular resistance zone. Let me make this clearer. Below this particular resistance zone. All right, so that is for step index. A recap of step index: it's in a buy trend, so we are expecting a retest of this particular resistance zone, which should turn into a support, and a retest of this other block probably, and then we ride it up to this resistance zone. So like I said earlier, it's advised you have your take profit somewhere below this resistance zone to be much more realistic, and so as to avoid the market not reaching your stop loss, thereby reversing without you knowing. Maybe you're not available or something. So yes, we move on to Vix75 1S. On the daily, this particular pair has actually been on a downtrend for a while. Looking at it on it for a while, ever since its inception, it's been on a downtrend. So looking at this, that should tell us that we should be looking forward to taking advantage of selling opportunities. Yes, so we have this particular resistance zone on the daily, and currently it's kind of buying. So but it hasn't broken structure yet. It hasn't broken this particular structure yet, but still, once it is around this resistance zone, we wait for a break in market structure somewhere around here, probably on your lower time frames. Your lower time frames, your 15 minutes, it's actually advisable, because we have a lot of noise in the M1 and on the M5, but we just advise on the 15 minutes, a break of market structure on the 15 minutes, and you enter at the retest of probably a particular resistance zone. Sorry, a particular resistance zone or another block. So that's what we have for Vix75 1S. A recap of that: from the daily, we can actually see this resistance zone, and then we hope for a retest of this resistance zone, and then it goes back down, because this is actually a downtrend. We have a lower low, we have a lower low, we have a lower high, we have a lower high, we have a lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower high, and this is a resistance zone. But if it doesn't, then we hope for a break of this resistance zone and a retest of resistance zone after breaking to the upside. That is after breaking this particular resistance zone, which which will serve as this particular lower high. Once it breaks it upwards, then we come back for a retest. And then we continue the trend. We join in the trend. So I think we move on to Vix10 This particular pair has actually paid bills, yes, because this was a very nice trend for a lot of people who took advantage of it. And currently on the market, we can see that it went to retest this other block, but looking at the fact that we actually an uptrend, this is a resistance zone. We should turn into a support zone for us. So let's take a look at what is actually going on the H4. Yes, beautiful. So we have this particular resistance zone, which I said earlier might turn into a support, and right now it's actually going into that resistance zone. So we hope for it to turn to a support, and with the resistance turning to a support, we also have the support of an order block, so which may also sponsor the reversal from somewhere around here. So we should be looking forward to buying opportunities also on Vix10. So thank you. That's all we have for the synthetic indices. From TradewithBolu here, we would like to wish you the best from this market, and we wish you a beautiful and peaceful trading week ahead. Remember to always apply risk management to every trade taken advantage of. Thank you so much for joining and watching us.